family, welcome back to Doing Life with Dasia. And I have a super special guest to the left of me. Introduce yourself, Queen.
My name is Brianna. I am an advocate for true self-love because there is a difference. But yeah, that's me.
So, okay, if that's how you want to start, let's get to it. So, what's true self-love?
When I think of self-love, I feel like it is a hype or a thing now. However, it's more about the maintenance of self-love and not internal. And I feel like true self-love is when you actually dig deep in. It's not going to always be pretty, but yet it's always needed.
That's good. So, you said dig deep. And the first thing I thought about was, so Brie and I, well, first of all, we're family. We're cousins. We're actually, it's crazy how our moms are literally best friends. Like, you see one, you see the other. We grew up that way. We're literally only a few months apart. So our whole life, we've been like this, inseparable. But so we just went through this course called Freedom. And what it basically is it's a biblical course, but it's really about self-love and digging deep. So when she said that, it just reminded me that we just went through that. So let's get into that a little bit. I feel like, so what were some things that maybe Freedom taught you about yourself that you didn't really know?
Starting Freedom, I did not have any expectations. So as I said, I am an advocate for self-love. So I am always digging deeper within. I'm always interested in learning more about myself because I feel like that makes me a better person. That way I can be better to you and to everyone else. But Freedom was pretty
Intense.
I would say you never knew what to expect. And of course, this is spiritual. So it's like I've always had a relationship with God, but it also taught me a lot about, it was more of like a reflection of who He is through me and in my relationships and just my everyday life. And as I was going through Freedom, it's like I was starting to see more about myself that I was forced to deal with. You know, whether I liked it or not, I wasn't able to escape myself, or like I say in the other self-maintenance of let me get my hair done, let me get my nails done, let me get a massage. All that stuff is fine and dandy, but however, it's when you really sit in with yourself and go deeper to why I am this way. Why do I think like this? Why does this situation make me feel like this? Why do I not like when I hear this? You know, it's just more about really digging deep, and it was definitely breakthroughing, you know. And as I was going through that, I also was just focusing on myself too. And I started going back to therapy. So I was getting hit left and right. I'm not going to lie. But I honestly recommend it to any and everyone. Yeah. And it was also lovely to do it with my cousins. So,
of course. No, but that's good what she said. That being put in position to not be able to run away from those things that you need to fix. Because I feel like that's where the true, like you said, breakthrough comes from.
Right.
I think especially like, you know, we're always in a culture where people are saying, like you said, they're kind of idolizing self-love, but they're making about all the like things that truly don't even matter.
Don't matter.
Like self-love is really digging deep, getting real, being able to forgive, being able to show grace to people.
Those two, grace and forgiveness for sure. Oh my God. I still can't really describe like what you really learn about that. Because we think we know what it is to forgive someone, but truly it's like, did you really forgive them?
Right.
Did you really?
Right. And then on top of that, it's like sometimes we want to forgive certain people. What Freedom made us do is like, no, we're going to really dig deep. And the person that never told you that they were sorry, the person that never even attempted to act like they cared about what they did to you, you have to release and forgive them. So those are the type of nitty gritty things that you're really getting to the root of. And yeah, no, I would say like it was life changing, of course, but super special because we did it together. Yeah. And yeah, but okay. So in addition to that, just tell us some more. Like, where's your mind when you're saying this true self-love advocate? I think that's dope because I know what you stand for, and I know that you're not one of those people that's just saying this. Plus, I've seen you not just grow but transform. So just talk.
Thank you. I just say being real with yourself and not always trying to escape from things or just life itself. I feel like a lot of times we're in a fast-paced world. You know, we're always, a lot of times even we subconsciously compare ourselves. You know, we're living in a society where social media is a thing. And, you know, me personally, I've just always been chasing, trying to become the Brianna God has created me to be. So with that comes with me being authentic with myself, being authentic with others, and also being transparent. I feel like the more I'm transparent about what I go through, my ugly days, my good days, my bad days, it helps and inspires other people to do the same.
Yeah.
And so sometimes and you also have to forgive yourself. When you mention about forgiveness, because a lot of times we make mistakes, but we also have to give ourselves grace and forgiveness. Yes, it's great to give that to others. However, it truly starts with us.
Yeah.
Once you really know how to forgive yourself for like, dang, I knew better. Or, you know, I should have did this. And I overthink. I overanalyze. You know, I wish I can see the near future. So it's like I've been told that I think I'm perfect. But I don't like that statement, but what I do get from that is that I want to do the right thing.
Yeah.
You know, I still try to do what's best. Sometimes I don't know, but in that moment, it's just all about continuously growing. So I ultimately just feel like just really dealing with yourself. Like I'm not an only child, but I was raised in an only child environment.
Yeah.
So it's been me and my mom. So with that, I've always had the voice to speak how I feel, which I thank God for. Because I know everyone doesn't have that. But like even just growing up, I've always just been a big personality.
Yeah.
Some people, you know, gravitate to it, some don't. But at the same time, it has taught me a lot about loving me.
Yeah.
I'm not to this, I'm not to that. You know, and I'm still here. But now it's like the older I've become, I've embraced
that.
Yeah, I've embraced
Ooh, we both said the
everything.
same word.
Yes, like I embrace everything about me. And it's one of those things where it's like, you just have to really deal with things.
Yeah. And something I've learned too is that like we're all wired differently for a reason.
Right.
So I tell people, never let somebody tell you you're too this, you're too that. It doesn't have to make sense to them. But God wired you the way that he wired you because there's certain things that he's going to use those gifts and talents to be able to touch. Like just speaking from knowing her, she has natural influence. So to some people, it may be too much, too loud, but when she speaks, she's able to move rooms. And so that's a beautiful thing. Everybody doesn't have that. You know what I mean? But I definitely want to, okay, so here's my next thing. So we're both, you know, she just turned 28. I'm 27. In my opinion, we're beautiful women. But we're both, you know, not married yet, don't have kids yet. And that's not really the norm or what society is preaching. I can be honest and say that I felt pressure from that. Like the pressure of, I need to start a family. I need to be with somebody. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, why? But no, it really though, you know? So how do you feel like you felt that pressure before? And like, where's your mind with it? Because there's nothing wrong with us. There's just, hey.
If it was me, I would have been married with a child about 3, 4, 5 years ago. So that's just me. However, I have grown to enjoy the journey.
Right.
No matter what it looks like.
Yeah.
So, and also knowing that it's about God's timing and not mine. You know, like I literally thought I would have life figured out at 25. That was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Bree is still figuring it out. So
Yeah.
I feel like, and then too with me approaching 30, I feel like as you grow up and when you're younger, you really think that is when you're going to have everything
together.
And when you get there, it's like, no, that's not the case. And then also it's one of those things too where you have to embrace your own life. Like your journey is going to be different from mine. And, you know, at the same time, I also feel like this society is just getting different. Dating is different, you know.
Everything's different.
But with me always wanting a family and wanting to be married and wanting to grow with someone, I feel like I put pressure on myself.
Same.
You know, like I've done that. Not necessarily anyone else, but I mean a little bit, but I've done that. I thought I was going to have this. I thought I was going to have that. But I've learned to, for the first time, I've enjoyed the journey of singleness. Before then, I would be like mad. and
Yeah,
sad.
yeah.
You know, why am I not dating this person? Why I'm not talking to this person? But at the same time, it's like, I used to feel the type of way that I did not get, because a lot of people think that men are always running after me. Believe it or not, no, that's not the case. And it used to affect me like years ago, but now I'm like, no, I want select eyes looking for me. I don't need everyone.
I don't want to attract everybody.
I'm not for everyone.
Look, that's it.
I'm not for everyone, and it took me a while to just embrace that and accept it, because it's just like, okay, why am I not like on this dating ramp? Like, but no, I don't want it. I truly believe at this point in my life, I strongly believe that I will become a wife, I'll become a mother when God says I'm ready.
Simple.
And I feel like as you get older, you start to really learn that we're being prepared. You know, instead of me like rushing for this and for that, or even like my career, like I'm just now getting to the point where I've always known what I wanted to do, but it's like I see God moving in my life. It's just little stepping stones. So even when it comes to like your love life, everything is all about timing and when you're ready. If God gave me my husband today, I probably would treat that man horrible. Not horrible, but you know, I'm probably not ready for him. I mean, that's all it is. You just always have to look at things like, okay, well, obviously there's something in me that's not ready for that. That has to change. Like I have worked on myself so much more. And like I feel like my next relationship, which will be my marriage, that's what I'm claiming, is going to be completely different.
Yeah.
I never seen nothing like it. I know, but I expect what it should feel like to me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have it by example, but I want all of it to be different.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's about prepping.
No, that's good.
all.
And like what you said, that preparation, that's what I've been really sitting and reflecting. So the reason I thought of this is because like what we're saying, that self-love, the deep version of it, I want to become better because you said, and just being transparent, we don't have that many marriages in our family that are healthy. We don't have those examples. And so we're also understanding that we're breaking generational cycles.
Right.
It's not going to be as simple for us. It's not supposed to, but it's going to look beautiful when it's time. And I want to become the best version of me. And I think that I can honestly say I'm becoming that because of this time alone. And I am able to say, okay, these are the things that I'm looking for in a partner. Whereas, you know, before I'm like looking at these things that are surface level, and it
don't even matter.
No, that's not even like what it's supposed to be. So no, I definitely agree with you. It's a preparation season. There's peace, there's beauty, there's a lot of love in singleness. You get to enjoy so many great things, just like being with somebody. There's great things in both avenues, and I think sometimes society just glorifies relationships, but there's still so much peace and wholeness in being single as well, or dating and getting there.
The healthy dating stages.
Yes, for sure. Well, cousin, thank you for joining me. This was beautiful.
Yes, thank you for having me. I love you. Thank you for having me.
All right, family. Well, thank you for tuning in with us. I hope you guys like this conversation. If you like more of these videos coming from us, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe.